video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here again on a lovely Thursday, here to spread some love, positivity, talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and Gary Gensler. He's losing his mind. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Guys, you guys know we have a goal of 125 likes and 100 live viewers, so make sure you guys smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. The more we talk about, the more in the chat, the more we like the stream, the more we share it out, the more YouTube, TikToks, Facebook, Rumble, Kick, everywhere we're sharing it out. Also, make sure you guys check out our lovely sponsors, both Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Links are in the live chat and then in the description for Market Cipher. Use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout. Oh gosh, friends, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I don't know, a lot of things are going on in life. I'm here to educate. I'm here to talk about life with you guys. I want to say hi to everybody, so please, if you are here, smash these likes, say hello to me in the chat. I see everyone starting to pile in, but we need some more action, guys. We need some action. Some action, I tell you. Let's say hi. Who do we have? Let's see participants. I just figured out this was a thing on YouTube. Okay, we have Automatic Beats, welcome. We have Eric, a.k.a. Bulldog, welcome to the stream. We got Chris Hanley, Design Lab, always good to see you. David, nice to see you as well. DJ Flexa, Emma, Flatsmack, John Germain, Matthew Miller, welcome. Other Miner, totally not acknowledging that person, is here as well. We also have, Mr. S is here. Nice to see you, Mr. S. We have we have Paul. Hi, Paul. Welcome to the stream. It's been a minute, friend. How are you? How are you? We got Tyler in the chat and UK Miners Club. Crimson, nice to see you as well. Did I miss anyone? I think I said hi to Tyler. I think I got everyone. I think we're good. I think we are chilling. I know there's more people coming into the chat as I'm saying that, though. We have True. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Oh my God, I literally can't. All right, guys, make sure if you are here and you're a member to share out these member emojis. We need the members on this channel. Everyone in the chat needs to have a star next to their name. So everyone could drop these Zesty 100 emojis. Everyone could drop these Bitcoin emojis, me on a skateboard, this little Zesty twerky that we got there. Yeah, all you guys need to have a membership so you guys can be able to use these emojis. Now, my friends, we have news, we have things, we're gonna cover it all. I have you covered. Oh, Ozzy is here. Hi, Ozzy. I don't think I said hi to you in the chat. I know I was talking to you in Telegram earlier. Ransel is here as well, the Digibyte family. Shout out to the Digibyte fam. I do have a Digibyte sticker, right? Yes, of course I have a Digibyte sticker. Go off Digibyte. Yay. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Here's the market recap. Let's get into it. All right. We got our bubbles. We love our bubbles. Oh, sheesh. Alexandra G. My girl is in the chat. Alexandra G. Thank you for the 5 memberships. Oh, my gosh. Give a round of applause. Give a round of applause. If you received a membership from Alexandra G, please make sure to thank her. Throw those member emojis in the chat. And thank you again, Alexandra G. Kenio, nice to see you and Sophia over there. Oh, sheesh, we got more memberships coming in. Thank you, Other Miner, for gifting the 10 memberships. I appreciate it. We're starting off the stream so spicy today, so spicy. Again, if you have these memberships, spam those member emojis in the chat. Let's get more people in here. Let's get the whole world to join the Daily Zest stream today. We need 100 likes, 125 likes, and 100 viewers. That's the plan today. Got it? Got it. All right. Let's jump into the news. Thanks again, Other Miner. Totally not acknowledging that person. And Alexandra G. You guys are the best. Okay. Market recap. Let's get it. We have our bubbles for the week. Our bubbles for the week are looking pretty spicy. As even the daily bubbles look pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks pretty interesting. Hex is up 10%. Don't know what's going on with Hex. I do know the Richard Hart movie is coming out. If you guys haven't seen that trailer, it's definitely unique. We also have XLM that's up almost 15%. We got XDC up 10%. Link is up 20%. SNX up 13%. And yeah, we got Matic that's doing well too, because Matic is always up to something. So, and Doge is up 5%. That was even because of Elon's tweet, which I could pull up for you guys later if you guys would like to see that. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Elon anyway, slightly, a little bit in a few minutes. So we could bring that up anyway. We do have for the week, though, XRP is the biggest gainer of the space, up 70%. XLM is up 68% right now, so it's the second highest gainer. So we have our CBDC coins that are pamping right now, our CBDC coins. Even Gala is doing good. I know Uncle Jimmy loves his Gala. I don't think Uncle Jimmy is here, though. Uncle Jimmy's out in the Sin Cities. All right. Let's jump into the charts, because that is what we love. I love the charts, guys. You love charts. I love charts. I love Bitcoin. I love crypto. And just the charts really just, woo, solidify everything. Woo. All right. We got $30,252 Bitcoin. It just switched up on me. Oh, shoot. Did I miss a super chat? Oh my sheesh, what's going on over here? GM David, welcome. Oh shit. Ozzy. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are so awesome. Thank you, David. Thank you, Ozzy. Wow, the love is so here right now. The love is so here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Wow, this is awesome. We are starting off the stream with a bang. Wow. Wow, this is awesome. We're really like killing it out here. I don't even know what's going on. Again, we got Bitcoin, $30,236. Look how beautiful Bitcoin is. She's gorgeous. She's glowing, for crying out loud. Up 1%, you know, still a little sideways, but things are getting interesting. I'm telling you guys, things are getting interesting. We did note over the weekend, we started to see an increase in money flow. We know on this channel, we love the money flow. We want this green wave to reach new heights. But that doesn't necessarily happen at this point in time. You see this money flow that was coming in way back in 2020, December of 2020. We need this level back right here. You guys see where I'm looking right now? Here, on the left of your screen, y'all. This is what I want. I want that green money flow back. That was like the height of the bull market. We are heading up. We're just above the zero line in terms of money flow, which is cool. We'd like to see that. VWAP is heading to that zero line. You guys see how close we are to the zero line. We're basically on it. We're sitting on it. It's like we're sitting on the chair. We're sitting on the chair. It's like a wave that wants to woof over to the other side. That's what I want to see. Also, momentum is just sitting here on the bottom. I want to see some movements in momentum so we can swing up to the other side. But as of right now, just this does justify kind of the sideways trading. But if that VWAP pops through this zero line confidently, we might have a nice move with Bitcoin. Nonetheless, you look at the charts, not much has changed, to be honest. I think you guys could see that. Yes, okay. We had Bitcoin trending down from Friday, basically all the way to yesterday, or to Tuesday. Yesterday, we kind of just sideways traded a little bit. Not really any movement yesterday. But today, we're starting to form like a nice curve. We like curvatures. We're starting to form a nice curve here. It seems like our wick wants to hang up to our resistance here at 30.5. We're literally, like I said, at 30.2. So again, our goal is 30.5K, and if we smash that, I would love to see this level and close above this level of like 31.5. That would be amazing. But you know, we're gonna keep calm. We're gonna hodl on. We're not gonna be greedy with the price action, but we do see some sort of momentum building up here with Bitcoin. I've been saying it for a few days now. I feel like something's stirring. I feel like the pot is definitely being stirred. Let's take a gander at Ethereum. We got 1918 Ethereum. You guys know this is spicy. You guys know what I'm going to say. You guys already could type it in the chat. Ozzy knows what I'm going to say for sure. Ozzy, what am I going to say about Ethereum right now being where it is at 1918? And what's going on this chart? Ozzy, tell me what's going on. Tell me what I'm going to say. Like I said, $1,918 Ethereum, up 1.5%. So outperforming Bitcoin ever so slightly. Have some green money flow here. VWAP seems to be heading towards that zero line as well. So all of this is getting very interesting. Very, very interesting. Green money flow coming through. Momentum is coming down, though, and printing a red dot. Again, doesn't always mean something, but it's something that it's all right. It's all right. Hopefully, again, we have a nice confident move with this VWAP. We do have, again, 1918 Ethereum right now, $1,919 now. Could we be heading towards this resistance right here, 2005? Honestly, again, I was looking at previous to running up to this 2005 number right here, like last week. What I was really looking at was closing above 1997, right? And then having that move, having that room to kind of bump it up here. Oh, sheesh, what's happening here?
My favorite way to spend Monday to Thursday mornings, 0.5000000000 LTC.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. That literally half a Litecoin. That just can't. Makes my morning. Now, we do, again, I wanted to look for that 1997 level. Look for that 2100 after that. But it seems like, again, this 1911 point keeps coming into play. How many times do we have to say it? How many times do we have to say it? 1911 is that resistance. Yesterday, we had a wick that touched the resistance. Couldn't make it. We failed. And then today, we're hitting it right now. We're just above it. So if something might happen with Ethereum, it should happen above this level. Should happen above this level. Yeah. Or else, we reject 1911 again, and then we just go silly. We go silly with Ethereum, trend back down to 1820. I don't know. She's being moody. Crypto's moody. Bitcoin's moody. Makes everyone else moody. It's like when the mother of the house is upset. Like Bitcoin's upset. She's taking a dip. Then all the children are going to be upset too. The mom's upset. The children's going to be upset. So Bitcoin, she's doing all right today. She's not too moody. She's in a good mood. She's up 1%. So, ETH is up. She's doing all right. Although, if you're looking here, the volume justifies the sideways trading, and we need to see more bullish volume here today. That's what I'll say on the situation. Now, of course, y'all know that we got our Litecoin halving coming up. I totally had that pulled up already. 13 days until the Litecoin halving. I'm so excited. 12.5 Litecoin per block, going down to 6.25 Litecoin per block. Price action with Litecoin is very interesting right now. If you guys are members, and 15 of you are now new members, thanks to the other person I'm not acknowledging, and Alexandra G. There are 15 more people here are members, so y'all better be smashing those Litecoin emojis. However, again, we have $93.91 Litecoin up 2%, so Litecoin is leading the market as per usual. Oh, Kevin, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. We do have red money flow here for Litecoin, and this is something I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Why is there red money flow for Litecoin? Someone explain it to me in the chat. Give me your thoughts. I want to understand this because I don't right now. I don't. However, the VWAP is making its move above this zero line, printing green dots here on Market Cipher. I don't know. The dots don't always indicate something, but I like green. So I'm going to choose to acknowledge this a little bit more than usual. But this money flow could turn around at any point. If you guys look back to this spot right here, May, and even looking back to the beginning of the year here, in January of 2023, February of 2023, this money flow was insane for Litecoin. But if you looked at Litecoin's price at that time, you saw some nice price action from basically 80-something bucks all the way up to 105, and then even a retrace here. When we slept here again, the second round of nap time at like $70 Litecoin, is when that money flow started to go down. But if you look at Ethereum, if you look at Bitcoin from this time of November to March, literally November of 2022 to March of 2023, they did not have this money flow. Litecoin is really the only thing that had this type of money flow that I saw. Which brings me to my point. Like, how is Litecoin the price it is now? How is the money flow where it is now? I just don't get it. Especially because price action is popping right now for Litecoin compared to when the money flow was really high. And it was during one of the heights of the bear markets. November was the worst. November, December, January, before we ripped up to 20K Bitcoin, that was when we napped. And Litecoin was popping with that money flow. So again, I'm going to say again, price doesn't always equal value. You could say the same for Bitcoin right now, where you must be like, Bitcoin could be worth whatever, X amount. It should be worth X amount, but it's only 30K right now. Price doesn't always equal value. But looking at this chart, I'm very happy for Litecoin because we did hit like this yearly high of 115, 114, retraced and hit the bottom of our range here at $91, which was like a very much a resistance. Had 2 daily wicks that hit that, closed above it though, which is great. Yesterday we had a green day, closed above it. And today we are above this $91 point. And it seems like, again, where we could head up to, which is 96, 95 bucks. That's what I want to see. 95, 96 bucks. My miners, you better be preparing for the halving if you're mining that Litecoin. Prepare for the halving. It's coming up. We got 13 days. We love our miners. I love miners. I want to give you all a hug. If you're speaking of Litecoin halving, mining Litecoin, if you are mining Litecoin, you are also mining Doge. They are merge mined. If you mine Litecoin, you get Doge as a reward. If you mine Doge, you get Litecoin as a reward. You don't even have a choice. Now we got Doge at 0.072 cents. So we are above 7 cents, which was our next target. And we are up 3.4%. This was due to Elon Musk. Let me scroll on the interwebs and grab that tweet from Elon where he was talking about Doge, and then we had a nice pump because of that. One moment, I'll find it. There we go. 22 hours ago, Elon Musk tweeted, Doge is for the win, to be is to do is to be, and dooby-dooby-doo. From Scooby-Doo. This did cause a little bit of a price surge. We saw some volume coming in. We wanted to get above that 6.5 cent resistance for Doge, which we did at the beginning of the week. And I was even saying yesterday that this kind of looked like Bitcoin nap time on the weekly, this formation that we had. And then we did break out, so that's cool. No G must be happy. I don't know if No G is here. I think he's lacking on the stream today. However, we do have some green money flow coming in right here. You saw a rapid switch here with money flow. VWAP is up confidently and momentum is doing good. So I think Doge is signaling some cool stuff. Hopefully, we maintain this 7 cent range. We don't fall below 7 cents and we go back up to 8. And that's my feelings. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. I'm very excited for the Litecoin halving. And speaking of Tesla, Doge, Elon Musk, we got some news on that front. We do know Tesla has been loving their Bitcoin. They have some really nice diamond hands because it revealed yesterday in Tesla's earnings that the EV maker's Bitcoin holdings saw no change in Q2 of 2023. And after purchasing $1.5 billion of Bitcoin in 2021, Tesla sold 75% of their holdings in 2022 and is now hanging on to its last $184 million in Bitcoin. So again, they sold 30,000 Bitcoin last year, which was 75% of its holdings, but they are holding the last amount of it. So there we go. Elon Musk, diamond hands with Tesla. So that's awesome. Tesla's got the diamond hands. Diamond hands. I know someone says something about the Cybertruck. I want a Doge Cybertruck. Kevin, thank you for the roses and all the gifts. I appreciate it. I'm the go. Thank you, Market. Thank you. Someone said the Tesla stock is down today. Well, Tesla's holding their Bitcoin, so maybe they're trying to short Tesla because of that. If you take a look at the Tesla chart, Tesla's at 273 right now, 273 a share. You see some steady volume coming in. I've never really seen this for a stock or really any asset. Wow, look at that volume. Do you guys feel like that volume is a little like crazy? The money flow is insane for Tesla right now. Whoa. Okay. Very interesting, Tesla stock. Apparently, Tesla stock is the most shorted stock in history. From what I've heard. Listen, there's a lot of people that aren't fans of Elon, a fan of his free speech mission, so they're going to try to short his stock and fund him every way they could with this Doge lawsuit, bunch of things. My friends, if you have not yet, please smash this like, share the stream out with friends. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. We need 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gary Gensler. Oh my gosh, Gary Gensler. He is really something else. Gary Gensler said yesterday that crypto is rife with fraud, scams, and abuse. Sounds familiar to when he said something like
hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
Yep. That is what Gary Gensler has said about us in the past, and now he is continuing on that road saying crypto again is rife with fraud, scams, and abuse. If you take a look at what Gary Gensler's new mission is, he cited that there's a wild west of crypto in a case to increase the agency's budget. And how much is Gary Gensler asking for? He is asking U.S. lawmakers for $72 million in extra funding to protect investors from cryptocurrency. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler made a pitch for tens of millions of dollars in addition to funding his agency's multi-billion project at the U.S. Senate Committee on Appropriations on Wednesday, telling lawmakers the agency must expand to, among other things, protect investors against a crypto industry rife with non-compliance. Quote, we've seen the wild west of the crypto markets rife with non-compliance, where investors have put hard-earned assets at risk in a highly speculative asset class, Gensler said in his prepared remarks. With funding to meet the scale of our mission, we can be an even stronger advocate for the American public, investors, and issuers alike, he said. The SEC, which has undertaken wide-ranging efforts to crack down on crypto crimes, is seeking an additional $72 million to add dozens of its additional full-time staff to its roster, Gary Gensler said. A bipartisan bill the committee approved last week to bankroll the SEC $2.364 billion for fiscal year 2024 is just enough to support currently authorized staffing levels given inflation, the chairman argued. The SEC employed 4,685 people in 2023, with roughly half focusing on enforcement and examination duties, according to Gary Gensler's shared remarks. The additional funding would help the agency add 170 positions to its teams, in addition to providing full-year funding for staff members hired in 2023, potentially bringing the SEC's total full-time equivalent to 5,139 employees. With funding to meet the scale of our mission, we can be an even stronger advocate for the American public, investors, and issuers alike, Gensler said. Stamping out fraud, manipulation, and abuse lowers risk in the system. If you guys take a look at the SEC, they've had record budgets for their crypto enthusiasm. If you guys don't remember, the SEC had its lawsuits and they began beefing up their crypto enforcement unit. In fiscal year 2021, the agency received a $1.9 billion budget from Congress. And for 2024, they're asking for $2.4 billion in funding. Aww. So, billions of dollars are going to the SEC, again, 2021, the agency requested $2 billion for the crypto enforcement unit, and for 2024, it asked for $2.4 billion. Gary Gensler is supposed to be protecting us from crypto. But again, who did Gary Gensler meet with for months before this person scammed billions of dollars from not only the American people, but institutions and companies that were investing in the platform? Oh yeah, who was that? Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX. So Gary Gensler is asking for billions of dollars, essentially, to protect people from crypto, yet the only exchange he really met with behind closed doors, he didn't protect anyone from. Instead, they sold or took billions of dollars from people, spent it on themselves, bought properties, and gave political donations to people who should have never received them because they were with customer funds, buying other companies and banks with customer funds. FTT was never declared a security. But Gary Gensler needs more money to protect us. Putting out an investor alert at the beginning of the year, the SEC, watch out for crypto volatility, but didn't tell you to watch out for the bank volatility when those bank stocks are still down 80 to 90% from their highs of the new year. I'm waiting for a change. I'm waiting for a change. It only gets more interesting. Gary Gensler saying crypto's full of fraud, scams. Now we have to worry about the FedNow service. The FedNow service is ready. The FedNow service was set to launch July of 2023. And you might be like, oh, that's now. Yes. So they are putting out the FedNow system. The new date is today. It goes live today. The Federal Reserve officially launched the FedNow program. This is the start of our downfall. Why? Because the FedNow service is walking us right in to CBDCs, worrying about the intermediaries in between. I will show you, if you guys want me to show you a video of how the FedNow program works, please put yes or no in the chat so you guys understand how the FedNow service only adds more intermediaries to your transactions. You do a transaction instantly with someone, it has to go through credit card unions. It's got to go through the bank. It's got to be approved by this one and that one. Why can't we do peer-to-peer transactions that are cheaper, faster, more reliable with the blockchain over a CBDC, over the FedNow service? We don't need FedNow. We don't need CBDCs. Well, the FedNow people, they're saying it has no relation with CBDCs. The Federal Reserve clarified that its new service for instant payments between organizations, the FedNow service, has no relation with CBDCs. The Fed certified the FedNow service as ready after it onboarded 41 financial institutions, 15 service providers, and the U.S. Department of the Treasury to test the system before its launch by the end of July 2023. However, the central bank had to clarify that the promise of instant fiat payments and real-time gross settlements, RTGS, is not powered by a CBDC. In a tweet, the Fed stated that FedNow service is similar to other payment services, such as FedWire and FedACH, which work within the boundaries of the fiat ecosystem. It said, quote, "The FedNow service is not related to a digital currency. The FedNow service is a payment service the Federal Reserve is making available for banks and credit unions to transfer funds to their customers." The Federal Reserve further confirmed that it has not yet decided on issuing the highly anticipated CBDC. The table above highlights the initial list of participants. So as you guys can see here, all of the banks that you knew are involved in all of this, like JP Morgan. I'm gonna pull something up real quick. I'm working on something. You have JP Morgan. You have all of these familiar banks, People's Bank, U.S. Bank, U.S. Century Bank, U.S. Department of the Treasury Bureau of Fiscal Services, Wells Fargo. Every bank that you could basically think of is involved. BNY Mellon, Bryant Bank, etc., etc. And they say that this isn't connected. How do you say, how does the Federal Reserve have the animosity, have the zest or the spice to tell you that FedNow and the Federal Reserve are not plotting and are not inching you in to a CBDC? Because if you guys remember August of last year, because you can't even find this anymore. Thank gosh I have this bookmarked. It's insane. You look at what's going on here. You're talking about the Federal Reserve, FedNow, timing mid-2023. And you look at who's involved in it. Quote, the benefits of instant payments are increasingly important to the consumers and businesses, and the ability to provide this service will be critical for financial institutions to remain competitive. This is said by Kent Montgomery, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston First Vice President and FedNow Service Program Executive. Again, Federal Reserve Bank of Boston First Vice President and FedNow Service Program Executive. Why, if it wasn't connected, why would the same person that is working on the FedNow program, if it wasn't connected, why would the person that, again, is the Vice President of FedNow also be working, well, he's the FedNow Service Program Executive. So why would the FedNow Service Program Executive also be working for the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston? When, if there's no CBDCs, why would the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston be fully done with Project Hamilton, which is a full-out CBDC infrastructure project? Project Hamilton is everything. The code, what they're doing with central bank digital currencies, who's the transaction processor, which it says in this text is the central bank. So FedNow and CBDCs are connected. What the Federal Reserve literally put out is false information. The same person who is in charge of FedNow is also in charge of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, who does Project Hamilton. All the dots connect. You have to say no to CBDCs. You have to. Because once that comes into play, you're over. You are over. Again, funds are processed with a trusted, the transaction processor has to be a trusted operator, which is the central bank. So for them to say here that there is no connection, has no relation with CBDCs, this is not true. FedNow people, again, that are in charge of FedNow are in charge of Project Hamilton. It's all connected, I promise you. Now, how does FedNow work? Let's watch. How does FedNow work?
In today's fast-paced world, time is money. More people, businesses, and organizations are demanding instant payments. That's why the Federal Reserve is developing the FedNow service, a safe and efficient instant payments infrastructure that will modernize the U.S. payment system. The FedNow service will give financial institutions the opportunity to innovate, enabling their customers to send and receive money in seconds, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Funds will settle between financial institutions in real time, which means there's no buildup of interbank obligations, and end users will have access to the funds in seconds. How will the FedNow service work? Imagine the owner of a coffee shop is running low on coffee beans and needs to schedule a quick delivery. She places an order, and the coffee bean company sends her a request for payment. She responds to the request for payment and pays for the coffee beans right then and there through an app from her credit union, which uses the FedNow service. Once she initiates the payment, her credit union screens the payment and sends an ISO 20022 compliant payment message, either directly or through a service provider to the FedNow service over the Federal Reserve's FedLine network. The FedNow service instantly validates the payment message and passes it along to the coffee bean supplier's bank. In real time, the supplier's bank confirms to the FedNow service that it intends to accept the payment. and the FedNow service debits and credits the master accounts of both the shop owners and the coffee bean suppliers' financial institutions or the master accounts of their correspondents. The FedNow service also immediately sends a payment message with an advice of credit to the supplier's bank and notifies the shop owner's credit union that settlement is complete. Finally, the supplier's bank credits the supplier's account in near real time, making the funds available. The supplier's bank will have the option of sending a confirmation to the shop owner's credit union that the payment has been posted to the supplier's account, providing the coffee shop owner with certainty that the payment was received. The FedNow service will be designed to be flexible and support a broad range of potential use cases. Banks, credit unions, and other industry providers can use it as a springboard for innovation to support a range of applications such as account-to-account transfers and bill pay.
Do you guys see how many intermediaries you go through for FedNow? It goes to a credit union. It says, if you send something to somebody, it goes through a credit union. Then they send an ISO 20022 message to the FedNow people. Then it goes to the bank. Then the bank sends something back to FedNow, which then, now the money gets withdrawn from one person, deposited to the other person's bank. And then, from there, you could send a receipt from one person to the other. What the actual... What? Why would you use FedNow when you could literally use something like Bitcoin, the Lightning Network, Litecoin for crying out loud? Even Digibyte is so fast. Why would you use FedNow? It's total control. They could block your transactions instantly. Thank you. That's so cute. I love that, Thirsty Aztec. Thank you so much. Why would you use FedNow? You go through countless intermediaries. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop.
FedNow greater than LTC.
No. I'm shocked that you would even say that. Even as a joke. I don't understand. Why would you use FedNow when this is what you have to go through to do it? You got to go through all these people, 5 intermediaries. Instead of just with Bitcoin, it's peer-to-peer, one person to the next. And the transactions are finalized and checked over to make sure they're not fraudulent by the miners, by the whole world. What are you doing using FedNow? That's totally controlled, and using the banks, the central banks, which inevitably leads you into a CBDC. On top of the people from FedNow and the Federal Reserve saying that FedNow has absolutely nothing to do with CBDCs, even though the people that run FedNow also run Project Hamilton for the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston that did a whole CBDC workup. Now you have Jerome Powell naming CBDCs and FedNow in the same 2 minutes. Oh. Aww. Thank you. That's really cute. Why, if they weren't connected again, why would Jerome Powell be talking about the FedNow program a few months ago and CBDCs within the same 2 minutes, within the same breath, if they weren't going to be connected at some point?
Engage the Federal Reserve as their fiscal agent. You've testified here many times before that to issue a central bank digital currency, that would have to be authorized by statute by Congress. Is that still your testimony?
That is absolutely the case as it relates to a retail CBDC. There are potential forms of a wholesale CBDC that we need to look at. It's less clear. But we've always been talking about retail CBDC, and that's something we would certainly need congressional approval for.
And what would be a parameter on something that's not a retail CBDC where you think that could be issued in some form or fashion without Congress's direct statutory authorization?
It would be, for example, it would just be something between banks, so it would look an awful lot like a bank reserve. And you might ask, well, why would we need it? And that's a really good question too.
Yeah.
But it's just something that's literally within a wholesale market.
But that speaks that you might have a blockchain between banks and the Fed using a central bank digital currency token to settle transactions institutionally inside yeah. So that leads me to FedNow, which is supposed to be up and running, I think, this summer, somewhat behind the scene there. I would like to ask you to formally have this full committee briefed on that by the Federal Reserve. I know the chair of the Kansas City Bank was involved. She's now left. And I think the committee has a lot of questions about FedNow, how its interoperability will work, how it's going to roll out, and also just a question that we've been asked that why the Fed wire system isn't up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week now to benefit consumers that are using Venmo. Do you have a thought on that?
I'm not sure why we're not 24/7 on that, and we, of course, be delighted.
I muted. Now I'm not muted. Now I'm here. Now you can hear me. Yeah, I was muted for a second. Make sure you guys smash these likes, share this stream out with friends. I feel like everyone is sleeping today. Where is everyone? Everyone's sleeping. Patrick Murphy, okay, good. Nice to see you. MetaMask, what's up? Hold on. Moonshine, nice to see you. Broke Oshi, nice to see you. Fox Phoenix, hi. Douglas, hi. Boinker, hello. A Flash Cadillac. Fed now, no. Fed never. I agree. Fed never. Andy S, nice to see you. Ian F, nice to see you as well. I appreciate all of you guys. Memory Man, what's up? What's up? All right. I think I got everyone. If I didn't say hi to you yet, please yell at me in the chat. Matthew K, nice to see you. Chris, am I fear-mongering? No, I am not. Ed, good morning to you. Mike Bennett, good morning. All right. Mark Smithson, hi. I think I got everyone. If I didn't say hi to you yet, please let me know. Good to make a live stream. Of course, Brokoshi. It's always good to see you. Hi, Bullish Morale, Marky Mark. Okay. We're going to the next story. Smash these likes, share the stream out with friends. Don't mess around. Right, see him. Arpy. Smarpy. C Marpy. Don't know what your name is. It's a little confusing. But hello, GM2. We got China's digital yuan. We already know how much I hate the yuan, the digital yuan in particular, because it's China. They don't want you to do anything. They don't even want you to breathe without them knowing how much air you're taking in at one time. Now the digital yuan is nearing a $250 billion transaction volume per the central bank governor. This is reaching heights, new heights. Nearly $250 billion worth of transactions have taken place using China's digital yuan in the 1.5 years since the start of its pilot. On July 19th, the People's Bank of China Governor Yi Gang told a conference in Singapore that its central bank digital currency transacted 1.8 trillion yuan as of the end of June. Yi added that there have been around 950 million transactions, roughly 120 million wallets since the digital yuan's initial January 2022 rollout, leading to an average transaction amount of $260. Oh, sheesh, what does that say?
I like Retro Mike. Legend.
Just kidding. Thank you. He claimed around $2.3 billion, or 16.5 billion digital yuan, was in circulation at the end of June, which only represents 0.16% of China's monetary supply, according to a July 19th report. Guys, do we know if any of this is true? I don't know. The digital yuan's adoption is still minimal relative to China's 1.4 billion strong population, so far mostly being used for domestic retail payments, aside from a few trials in Hong Kong. On July 19th, the South China Morning Post reported that the Bank of China Hong Kong began trialing another cross-border payment scheme for Bank of China customers at select stores in Hong Kong. The trial was rolled out to bid further to promote cross-border applications of the digital yuan and is the third cross-border trial of the CBDC in Hong Kong. In a trial last year, BOCHK launched a program that encouraged customers to set up a BOC yuan wallet to receive $14 to be used at the Hong Kong supermarket called uSelect. In January, the bank integrated smart contract functionality into the digital yuan to expand its use case. The $250 billion digital yuan transactions is an over 70% increase from the number of the bank cited in August 2022. The amount is still far off from what they want to see, but Bitcoin processed $8.2 trillion in 2022, according to various reports. So it seems like the digital yuan is picking up speed. The digital yuan, again, transacting $250 billion in the past year and a half is a lot of money, but not as much as they're expecting because of the billions of people that live in China. Do we know if any of this really is accurate numbers? I don't know, because it comes from somewhere where free speech really isn't allowed, and you got to put out certain things. Now, Bank of China, on top of doing all of this with their digital yuan, they now are trialing offline payments for the digital yuan via SIM cards. We were talking about this last week. This is actually the most dangerous thing ever. When the Bank of China integrates this, and it's probably already integrated, it's done. Once they have your SIM card, it is over. Just kidding. Aww. Thank you. Once the CBDC attaches to your SIM card, it's over. Because even if you don't have... Oh, sheesh. Thank you, guys. If you're getting your membership, say thank you to the person I'm not acknowledging. You guys could acknowledge him. Once they have control over your SIM card, it's over. You go, even if you're offline, you don't have an internet connection, it still scans with NFC technology. If you aren't familiar with near-field communication, it's the same technology that you use to tap and pay with your debit card or with your phone. It is over at that point. They know who you're calling. They could block your transactions based on who you're calling, who you're meeting up with, where your location is. They could ban you. And on top of that, we already know that your digital yuan could expire. So it's even a coupon at this point. It's not even real money if it could just expire, if it could just be taken away from you. The digital yuan ultimately crushes your freedom. And that is starting in China, but will ultimately be dripping down to other countries, because other countries are like, oh no, China's ahead of us in a digital currency that's just eclipsing all the rights of their people. Let's do it too. CBDCs are a global effort. Do not forget that. All of the central banks, even if you look at Hong Kong's website for their CBDC, since 2017, they've been working on CBDCs. They partnered up with the European Central Bank, the Bank of Thailand, the Bank of United Arab Emirates, the Bank for International Settlement Center in Hong Kong. This has been going on for years. Keep in mind, the Bank for International Settlements controls 95% of the world's economy. So it's, again, all a global effort by the CBDCs, by the central banks. Oh, shoot.
Rito.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't know.
Bruh.
Someone said Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin is dumping, guys. Sheesh. Guys, I thought we were heading up to the top of our range, man. We almost touched the top of our range. 30.5, we almost hit that resistance and we rejected it so hard. We're now at 29.8. We're at our lows for the day. Oh gosh. Aww. I love roses. I really do. I have to acknowledge the rose, you know? I really have to. I have to. I'm funny, thank you. Pocket change, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. 3 diglets!
We will own nothing and be happy with our CBDCs and XRPSSS.
I love 3 diglets. I don't know. 3 diglets is just so cool. I see 3 diglets and I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Three Diglets. Yeah, we'll own nothing and be happy with our XRPs, our XLMs, and our CBDCs. I hate it so much how CBDCs are just coming in, just waltzing in. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. And that's why I like supporting coins, projects that are actually decentralized, actually have a reason why it is created, not just printed out of thin air, just like our fiat currency. That's exactly what it is. And you remember, like, when they said, "Oh, we could print money because we're the government." Are you kidding me? Which is why we need Bitcoin. Finite supply, 21 million Bitcoin. A halving every 4 years to control the inflation schedule. And it's created not just out of thin air, but because of energy usage. The energy being used by the miners, aka the computers that are solving complex math algorithms in order to compete to form a block on the blockchain. And when that block is formed on the blockchain, the miners are rewarded. And then with thy reward, they spread that currency peer-to-peer, cross-border, without intermediaries. That is crypto. That is why we are here. Not for CBDCs, not for things that support CBDCs and their creation and their prospering. No, we're here for the prospering of ordinary individuals. Aww. Thank you. Wrong button there. Thank you. Trying to keep my composure, I need some healing. That felt better. I feel better. I think I need another one. That was good. I feel better. I feel better. If you haven't yet, smash these like, share this stream out with friends. Share it out.
I wish was as cool a 3 digs. Rose, retro is cool. $link.
Alrighty. Thank you. The link, do you want me to look at the link chart? Is that why you sent me the super chat? Am I getting a super chat chart request? Thank you, Kevin, for the rose. Am I getting a super chat request for a chart? Is that what it is, Ozzy? You have to confirm. Let me know. I like getting chart requests. Like, you know, I think it's fun. Okay. Speaking of Bitcoin, speaking of prospering, who is prospering? What country is embracing crypto and was the first to make Bitcoin legal tender? That is none other than El Salvador. El Salvador kicking Bitcoin butt. Their El Salvador bonds are surging 62% amid Bitcoin's ETF-driven rally. There's an old saying in the market that the ratings of traditional agencies are lagging indicators. Bitcoin holder El Salvador's recent experience suggests the same. Since Fitch downgraded El Salvador's debt rating in 2022, with a prediction of a debt default by January 2023, with the country's junk-related bonds have skyrocketed, mirroring Bitcoin's meteoric rise throughout 2023. According to the market data, the value of El Salvador's bonds are up 62% and now trading at 72 cents on the dollar. During the same period, Bitcoin rose 79%. El Salvador's bonds have outperformed the Invesco Emerging Markets Sovereign Debt ETF, one of the largest holders of the country's debt. In January, the country announced it has repaid an $800 million bond, which Moody's predicted it was unable to do. If you guys remember, El Salvador announced Bitcoin as legal tender mid-2021 and began accumulating the crypto from September of 2021. As of April, the country holds 2,546 Bitcoin, according to calculations by Bloomberg. The digital assets were bought for $108.2 million and are currently worth $76.6 million per current market data. Separately, Volcano Energy recently announced $1 billion in commitments to build a 241-megawatt Bitcoin mine in the Matapan region of El Salvador. Investors include Tether, the issuers of USDT. Tether is going ham. But if you remember, the IMF warned El Salvador. If you guys remember, February of 2020, wait, what was this? This was January of 2022. January 2022, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, urged El Salvador to remove Bitcoin as legal tender because they didn't want them to be risky and they were going to default on their debts. Now they're doing quite the opposite and are actually paying back their debts.
Question mark retro? Dollar links link, dollar links link, dollar link.
You really want this acknowledgement, Ozzy, but I'm just going to go over the link chart. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna keep ignoring. Oh, that's why you want me to look at Link, because Link is ripping right now. Look at Link, $8 Link, up 17%. I remember when Link was freaking the last bull market, guys. I remember looking at Link. I was like, oh my sheesh. I really was feeling FOMO over it at one point. I remember, because in 2020, yes. I was going to say, but I wasn't sure if I was 100% accurate. Our highs in 2021 were $52 Link. I remember the run from like 12 to $20, and then I saw this 33. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this all happening. Oh, the bull market. Oh, the bull market. Well, if you take a gander at Link now, we got green money flow coming in. VWAP is popping. Everything is just showing bombs away on Market Cipher, so that it explains everything. You know, Market Cipher perfectly coincides with what's going on here. I mean, listen, we've been battling this level right here for a really long time. Oh shoot, where are my lines? Where are my lines? I want to draw a line. Seems like this level we've been beefing with for a long time with Link. Ooh, and it goes back really far. So let's take a gander at that. So basically, we reached this level for the first time here in July 2020. We had a nice run, obviously, bull market. And we now retrace and solve these levels again May 2022. Stayed pretty much right below this $8 range for a while. Sideways, until now we're trying to break above it. And we haven't broke above this range, $8.80 since April of 2023. Then before that was November of 2022. So if Link could break out and just go ham, let's break above that resistance. Break above that resistance and go to like $9 Link. That would be so crazy. That would be crazy. But the volume is justifying the moves. Whoa. That's nuts, man. That's absolutely nuts. Wow. Do we have 100 likes yet, guys? What's going on? Why don't we have 100 likes? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. Smash these likes. Share this stream out with friends. More people need to know what's going on. What kind of coin? Oh, wait. What? Oh, Chainlink release CCIP. Oh, yeah, I know. Actually, Chainlink has been doing a lot. They have a lot of partnerships, and that's what, Chainlink, they kind of laying out the foundation for, the bull. They already have so many partnerships. They're working on so many things. So that way, when the bull market comes around, investors are like, okay, I got some Bitcoin. What else do I look for? Then now they have, kind of a nice foundation to be like, okay, this is what we've been doing. Rolling 69ers, welcome to the show. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Renga Apes, nice to see you. SpongeBob SquarePants, welcome to the show. Vince, nice to see ya. Awesome. You guys are killing it in the chat right now. Absolutely killing it. We got 80 likes. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. The only link I like is the one who saves Zelda. 3 Diglets, that's amazing, dude. You're so funny. Guys, of course, we went through a lot today. There's a lot going on in crypto, but nonetheless, the fundamentals remain the same. Keep calm, hodl on. Bitcoin is taking a dip. We're at 29.6 right now. Don't be scared of Bitcoin. Don't be scared of her moves. She is just moody right now. She will get over it. We will prosper. Sideways trading, this is when we get tested. This is when we hit that point where it's just now. Do your education. Do your work. Get down into the nitty gritties. What do you love about Bitcoin? What do you love about crypto? These are the things you have to ask yourself. Why am I here? Am I here for the revolution? Am I here for the gains? Am I here for the tech? Answer these questions to yourself. Have a thought. Sit down, touch some grass today and say, what am I doing? What am I doing? Stay positive, friends. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, wait, tomorrow's Friday, actually. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. Oh my gosh, this week is flying. Absolutely flying. But Bitcoin will fly soon, and time is flying. This year went by really fast. We're already 7 months into the new year, almost 8 months into the new year. We're going to get zesty. Again, keep calm, hodl on. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, if you have not yet, smash these likes, subscribe, share this stream out with friends. Thank you guys again for coming. I appreciate every single one of you, even the people I choose not to acknowledge. I'm just kidding. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Happy weekend. And as always, stay zesty. Come on, guys. Woo!